Well, 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 guys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, I believe I have come to a decision as to what is going to be the next main Let's Play Blind of this channel. And I'm sure you've also come to the same conclusion because, like you, like me, like everyone on this planet, you can have a look at the comments section and pretty much figure it out for yourself from the Planish video and the damn video, which in hindsight I probably should have called that a more appropriate title, but at the time it was, so that's fine. But yes, the next main LP is going to be Bioshock. That seemed to be the general consensus of you guys, girls, ladies and gentlemen. Now, I know there's a bit of a dilemma with this because yes, I can play the game. Yes, I can do the LP. Yes, it's going to be blind, and yes, I'm sure it's going to be a load of fun. But it didn't win by a large majority because I, again, did not expect such a massive response from you guys, girls, ladies, and gentlemen in terms of what you wanted and what I've been given to work with. Because the games I've been gifted were well, quite a diverse range really, and I wasn't expecting so many. I genuinely wasn't. I know I've said that before, but I'll say it again. I'm still in shock. All I can say is thank you very much to those of you who did, and I'm going to mention you by name. That's Etienne. If I've pronounced that wrong, please forgive me. I did look up your pronunciation, but I'm sure I've messed it up. Etienne, I think that's the better pronunciation. Thank you so much for your gift of Bioshock, Binding of Isaac, Far Cry 3 Blood Dragon, Left 4 Dead 2, and World of Goo. I think that's all the games you gifted me, but thank you so much for that. That's very, very kind of you. Thank you to Elanus19 for Deus Ex Human Revolution. I'll talk about that in a sec. Thank you, Kitty, for Dust and Elysian Tale. I'll talk about that as well in a bit. Thank you, Frederick, for Aperture Tag. Again, I'll talk about that in a bit. And I got one recently from Mexander Reacts, the Talus Principle. So again, thank you so much, guys, girls, ladies and gentlemen, for well, I say donating, but gifting those games. I guess there may be a way to return them to you afterwards. I don't know, but either way, thank you. And I will keep my promise, and we will do Let's Plays of them all. Hence why I said there was a bit of a dilemma, because there's a lot of games to play and a lot of demand for all of them as well. In fact, if I was to put all of the games together in terms of demand, the demand for all these games is pretty much the same as demand for Bioshock. Of course, Bioshock comes first because one game with the same demand, well, that takes priority. But how the hell am I going to play the other games? Because I said I was going to get through them all. I am going to get through them all, but there's a lot to get through. So in terms of scheduling, well, the best plan I've come up with for now is at the moment we're still doing Half-Life Opposing Force and Blue Shift, and I've had a response or a request to do, I think it's Lost Coast, which is the Half-Life 2 missing level, I believe. We'll see about that one. I'll definitely finish Opposing Force. I'm definitely going to finish Blue Shift. The plan is I'm going to keep on alternating the games. So Bioshock is going to start either tonight or tomorrow night. I'm hoping to get it out tonight, but if not, tomorrow night. Then it'll be Opposing Force, then Bioshock, Opposing Force, Bioforce. We're going to alternate like that throughout the week. However, I've had a huge demand, specifically from Kitty, to play Dust, and I'm not trying to say that I'm taking priorities over one user over everybody else or one person over everyone else. Of course not. But I'm interested in playing that game as well. And my plan for that is that from Monday to Friday, Bioshock and the Half-Life expansion packs. Once we finish the Half-Life expansion packs, I'm going to go with Aperture Tag and get that done because that was donated to me first or given to me first. I think then that's good. We'll get those done. So that'll be every other day. I don't know how well it's going to alternate. I'm not going to give any specific days. It's just going to alternate from Monday to Friday. So yeah, Bioshock and the Half-Life DLC to finish, and then Aperture Tag. Saturdays, I am going to play Dust. So Saturdays, I will do a recording of Dust. So every Saturday, I'm going to play Dust. I know it's not exactly as often as I'd like, or indeed as often as Kitty likes, but I think that's fair. If I do it once every Saturday, I'll make notes after every video so I can keep up with the story. And it's something to look forward to at the end of the week. Adds a bit of variety to the channel. So we'll do Dust every Saturday. And then Sunday, I haven't made a decision. I can start another game if you want. I could either carry on with Bioshock and the Half-Life DLC, or I can start Carry On With Dust to make Dust a weekend. I'm going to leave that up to you with this one. So the plan is Monday to Friday, Bioshock and the Half-Life expansion packs until they're done. After that, Aperture Tag. After Aperture Tag is done, we'll have another video as to where to go next. I've got an idea for the next game, but the trouble is I don't want to mention anything because it depends on how fast we get through Bioshock. I know Bioshock's a big game and it's quite an interesting one and a very deep one, so I'm not going to rush through it, but we'll see how it goes. It could be that this other game I'm thinking of comes after Bioshock, or it might come after the Half-Life DLC and Aperture Tag. We'll see. That particular game, actually, I might as well mention it, is Deus Ex Human Revolution, gifted to me by Elanus. I don't know if I just mentioned to you earlier, actually. If I did, great. If I didn't, thank you for gifting me that, Elanus. Thank you for that. Yes, there's a bit of demand for that one as well, and that was unexpected. So yeah, I will definitely do that either after Bioshock or after the Half-Life DLC and Aperture Tag. We'll see which one comes first. So that's definitely going to be the next main LP after Bioshock, I think, for now. But plans are open to change. This isn't concrete, but we'll see. For now, that's what we're going with, but we'll see how demand goes. Now, with regards to the other games that have been donated, we'll see how time progresses. I'm going to play them, but it's just a question of fitting them in. But I'll fit them in and we'll see how it goes. So either way, they will be played. They won't go to waste. I don't want to waste any games at all. Definitely not. So they will be played and we will have fun with those. I promise, I promise, I promise. But I'm just prioritizing in terms of demand, not for my sake or viewership's sake or anything, but it's just trying to come up with a fairer way. A fairer way probably would have been to have put all the games randomly in a hat and then done it that way. Maybe in the future I can do it. If everybody agrees to that, maybe I can do that. Just basically film a hat with all the names of the games going in and then just pick a game randomly and go, there you go, there's an XLP. Fair's fair then, or something like that. Perhaps I'll do that in the future. But anyway, for now, I'll go with prioritizing, and then after that, maybe we'll change it up. Now, of course, just because I've got these gifted games doesn't mean these are the only games that are going to be on the channel, because some of you have mentioned some other games that either haven't been gifted, that's fine, no problem. I can always get those in the future, or, and I'm not saying that I have to be gifted every game, by the way, I didn't mean to be snobbish there or anything, I apologise if I came across that way, it's just a question of what I've got to work with for now. But yeah, a couple of others were mentioned. Grim Fandango seems like a good one. I think I've got to play World of Goo first before that one, because I think the same developer made World of Goo and Grim Fandango, if I'm not much mistaken. I could be mistaken there, so let me know if I am. And there has been some demand for some horror games. Yeah. Now, I'm not going to lie. I'm a massive, massive, massive pussy pants when it comes to playing horror games. I am being deadly serious here. I cannot play them to save my life. I find them fantastic for the most part. If they're done really well, if they're really scary, really atmospheric, and just balls to the wall, engrossing, and I can't remember the right word for it now, involving, immersive, that's the word. If they're that immersive where you generally are frightened of what's going on and generally frightened of what's going to get you or what have you, I love them, but I generally tend to watch them as LPs. I don't play them because I cannot. I seize up with fear and just really, yeah, just pussy out, basically, for want of a better word. I'm terrified of them. However, if, as there is at the moment, if the demand for me playing a horror game is big enough, and it's not far off, by the way. Okay, I'm not asking for like 100% unanimous here. I'm just saying if you are like, oh, if you're the massive biggest pussy pants of the world near Rambler of horror games, well then you've got to play them. I'm sorry, but it's going to be entertaining, and that's what I demand. Bang, bang, bang the table, or whatever it is you've got. Hurry up, come on, chop, chop. We want to see you get slaughtered by all kinds of horrible, ghastly, horrible monsters of evil from supernatural premises and alternative dimensions and human creation, and we want to watch you scream in fear. Oh, it'll be hilarious. Oh god, it's going to be fantastic. If you really want me to, then I will play a horror game. I'm not saying no. Just because I gave you all that rant about me being a pussy pants, well, it wasn't a rant, it was really just a confession, really, more than anything. If you really want me to, I will play them, and I will do my very best to finish them, because I don't want, if I get challenged, I want to see it through. If people want me to do it, I don't want to let you guys, girls, ladies and gentlemen down. I really don't, and I don't intend to either, as best I can. So, if the demand for a horror game is there, then there are two in particular that I think are worth playing at the moment. Now, I've completely forgotten the name of the first one. I'm just going to have a quick look on Steam because I've got it up at the moment. But it's a Russian game. It's just come out. I know Markiplier and PewDiePie and a few others are playing it. There it is. It's called, and I don't know if I'm pronouncing this right, but it's called Kolat or Kolat or Kolat. I don't know. It's Russian. I don't know how to pronounce it. That looks absolutely terrifying. It's got fantastic reviews so far for a great indie horror game. I think it's an indie horror game. It could actually be a first proper horror game. I don't know. Either way, it's a horror game and it's supposed to be absolutely amazing. I could get that and it will run on my PC, I think. I'm not 100% sure, but I checked the specs. I believe it will do. I can play that if you want because I have refrained from watching it as an LP. I don't know anything about it. I haven't looked for any reviews. All I know it's very positive on Steam. I haven't looked at what people have said. I haven't watched any LPs. I don't intend to. There's that as an option. The other one is the upcoming horror game by Frictional Games, which is Soma or Soma. I think it's Soma, but whatever. Soma. Soma. I will happily play that as well. I know it's a current generation game, and I've got to check to make sure it runs on my PC, but I think it will do. If it doesn't, it'll work on minimum requirements at the very least. So if I do get a chance to play that, it won't necessarily be on full graphical settings, but I don't think that matters. What will matter is that that is going to be well, I'm hoping it's going to be a bloody scary game. Frictional Games have made Penumbra. I can't remember what they were called now. Penumbra Overture, Penumbra Black Plague, Penumbra Black Requiem, or was it Requiem? Either way, it was a puzzle game. It was a bit rubbish. But the first two, Requiem and not Requiem, Aperture and no, is it Penumbra Aperture? I don't know. I'm gonna have to look that up. But either way, the Penumbra games are very Overture, not Aperture. Oh God! See, somebody caught me out. I think it was Hidden Windshield who said I got the name of the city wrong in Bioshock. It's Rapture, not Raperture. I had combined Rapture and Aperture together to make one crazy city that will only be big enough to be fit on a planet that's not Earth. Yeah, sorry, just Aperture on the mind. I guess that's what happens when you play Portal. I'm sure you all suffer from it. But yes, Penumbra Overture, Penumbra Black Plague. I have seen the LPs, so I'm not going to play them because I know what happens in them. They made those and they were scary, and they also made Amnesia. What's it called? Amnesia. I can't remember the name. Oh, I'm so tired, by the way. I'm so sorry. I've just had my big day at work. Actually went very well, by the way. I really enjoyed it. The Dark Descent, that's it. Amnesia: The Dark Descent. I know that one off the top of my head. I've played that one, and I've also played Amnesia: A Machine for Pigs. I actually had an old YouTube channel before this one, and I actually did an LP of Amnesia for a Machine for Pigs. So I know that one, and that was actually quite disappointing. But I made it through to the end. I was happy with that. I also did an Amnesia custom story, but I can't remember what the name of it was. That was creepy. That was really scary. But I played that and finished that. So with regards to horror games, if the demand is there, I can stop what I'm doing and just play Kolat and Soma, and then get back to the games we were playing before, or fit them into the schedule somehow. So yeah, so those, if you want me to do a horror game, then those are my options, and we'll see what you think. Other than that, that's about it. I don't really need to say any more than that. Other again, thank you so much for all the comments, the feedback, the gifted games. I'm under pressure now, but I want to do it. I'm happy. I've got a purpose. I want to get these done. I hope these are done well. And again, whether you choose to carry on watching or not, again, thank you for your support. It's been fantastic, and I hope when I do start Bioshock and any games in the future, just please leave comments. At the very least, leave comments. Just tell me how I'm doing. Tell me if I'm doing things wrong or right, or whether it's getting dull and you want me to change things up a bit. Let me know, because it really helps out in terms of me trying to entertain you guys, girls, ladies and gentlemen, as best I can. But you're not obliged to. If you don't want to and you just want to watch, please watch and enjoy yourself, or go away and do your own thing. Absolutely fine. You're more than welcome to come back at a later date. So thank you. Either way, you know what I'm talking about. Just thank you so much. So right, so okay, just to end things up, Monday to Friday, Bioshock and the Half-Life downloadable content. Once they're done, Aperture Tag. Once that's done, we'll see if it's going to be Deus Ex Human Revolution or something else. Saturdays, it's going to be Dust, an Elysian Tale. Sunday, haven't decided yet, so let me know in the comment section below. That's the one thing I will ask you to do. In the comment section below, ask me what you want me to do for Sunday. If you want me to do a different game, I'll happily do a different game from what I've mentioned. If you want me to carry on with Bioshock or Half-Life and all that, let me know. If you want me to carry on with Dust, let me know. Yeah, just let me know in the comment section and I'll decide what we're going to do for Sunday. But other than that, again, thank you so much. Right, I better get on with getting these uploaded and then Bioshock. Bioshock, gotta start Bioshock. I just hope it works. Hope it works. I'm sure it will do. Anyway, take it easy, guys. Have a good one. Hope to see you for Bioshock. If not, have a good one.